What is going on, YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today, guys, I'm coming at you with a Burning Abyss Phantom Knight deck profile for the Post-Invasions of Vengeance format. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Actually, since it's gonna be Post-Invasion of Vengeance, I'm gonna call this deck Rank Up Magic Burning Abyss Phantom Knight deck profile, or Rank Up Magic BAPK, because of the new Rank Up card called, what is it called? Rank Up Magic the Phantom Knight of Launch. This card is actually very, very good because you're able to make cards like Dark Requiem, XYZ Dragon, which is right here, and you know, this deck is actually is able to make Evil Swarm Ophion to lock out the ABC matchup, which is absolutely amazing. So you know what, guys, enough talking. Let's get straight into the deck profile. For the monster, let's go over to the BA engine real quick. And guys, remember, this is a BAPK version of the Rank Up Magic. So this is, you know, it basically functions the same way as Burning Abyss Phantom Knights normally functions, but of course with the new addition to Rank Up Magic, the Phantom Knight Launch, which enables you to make Requiem and also Evil Swarm Ophion. So of course, start up with a BA. You play a little bit of a, you know, a low BA count. So you play a 1 Tour Guide, triple Scarm, very, very good, double Farfa, and then you only play your 1-ofs. And this is all you need for this version, in my personal opinion. You actually tend to focus more on the Phantom Knights rather than the Burning Abyss. But the Burning Abyss engine is actually very, very strong because it helps you make your first turn Dante to send all your Phantom Knights and things like that to the graveyard, which is pretty awesome. So you know what, the standard BA list, I decided to cut off the Alec and of course the Cow Cap. But if you guys have space and just want to put those guys in there, you guys can go ahead. And but the Burning Abyss engine is also really, really good because it actually enables you to go into first turn Beatrice. Beatrice is still a very, very powerful card. If Beatrice lives on your field and she's able to dump on your opponent's turn and your turn, you're more than likely going to win that duel anyways. Of course, 2 Cloak, huge shout out goes to the class TCG for hooking me up with these 2 cards right here. I'll leave the link in the description box below for you guys to check out their website. And also, I also have a coupon code with their website, so you guys can check out the link in the description box, and that'll be amazing. Next off, of course, you want to play 2 Gloves. This version is actually geared towards the Phantom Knights more, so you actually want to bump this card up to 2. A lot of people play 1 copy of this card. I did play this card at 1, but I just decided to put this card to 2, and it's really, really good. You know, dumping your cloaks to the graveyard, searching out your boots, things like that, which is pretty, pretty awesome. So of course, double gloves, and next off, you want to play, of course, triple boots. Very, very standard. This card now, since Rank Up Magic, the Phantom Knight Launch is now out, you basically have plays during your turn rather than always searching up the Fog Blade and just setting it in pass. So now you actually have plays with the Phantom Knight Launch. So this card can search the launch, and also Cloak can also search the launch too, which is pretty, pretty awesome. So that's pretty much it for your Phantom Knight monsters. Let's go off to your Terratop engine. Of course, 1 Taki Tomborg and triple Terratop. This card is gonna get hit really, really soon, man. So yeah, your first turn Dante's right there. Next off for your combating against the meta while you go second, so double Maxi, a very, very good card overall this format, especially against ABCs and also Metafoes, and even the mirror match as well. Maxi is always a good card to have. And last but not least, I decided to main 2 Kumungus, the Sticky String Kaiju, which is pretty awesome. This card is your 1 card out to Buster or like cards like Kirin, which is pretty awesome. So double Kumungus is really, really good. I decided to main 2 copies is because I want to be able to combat against the current meta if I'm going second. But this deck, you always want to go first, of course. It's Burning Abyss, so yeah, so double Kumungus to round off your monster lineup. Alright, guys, so next off to your spells, you guys want to play, of course, double with the Phantom Knights Rank Up Magic Launch. The card is really good. The only reason why I play double copy of this card is because 1, this card is searchable, and 2, this card is not really that good in your opening hand, especially if you are going first. You more than likely want to search this card out to extend your combo plays by going to your Ophion or Requiem. So that's why I only like to play 2 copies of this card. For those of you who are new and do not know what the Phantom Knight of Launch does, it basically has the effect that reads, during the main phase, target 1 Dark XYZ monster you control with no XYZ material. Special summon from your extra deck 1 Dark XYZ monster that is 1 rank higher than that monster you control by using it as an XYZ material. And if you do, attach this card to its addition to its XYZ material. So you basically special summon XYZ and attach this to the XYZ as a material, which is pretty awesome. And also, the special summon is of course treated as an XYZ summon. And during your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 Dark XYZ monster you control. Attach the Phantom Knight's monster from your hand to that monster as an XYZ material. Yeah, so you know, you can banish this card, attach a Phantom Knight monster in your hand to let's say your Break Sword or something, and then detach and use Break Sword's effect to just pop something on the field, which is pretty awesome. So the card is really good, and you know, Now Boots is actually able to have a first turn play rather than always searching up the Phantom Knights of Fogblade and just sending it in his pass. So Boots can actually search this card, which is pretty awesome. So only double copies of the Phantom Knights of Rank Up Magic launch. Next, of course, Triple Lure Darkness, very, very standard. Double Twin Twister, at least one Foolish Burial to round off our spells. Really low spell count. And for our traps, we do play a heavy, kind of a heavy trap lineup. Next, of course, we're going to play triple the Phantom Knights of Fogblade. Very standard. I only have 2 copies at the moment. I cannot find a third. So you want to play triple Phantom Knights of Fogblade. Really, really self-explanatory. And last but not least, you do want to play for our last, Phantom Knights trap card. You do want to play the Wings. The reason why I play the Wings is because you want to be able to just use your Phantom Knights trap cards in your graveyard. Like multiple times per turn, because you know how the Fogblade, you're only able to just banish it to special summon 1 Phantom Knight. You can only use that Fogblade's effect 1 per turn. You can always dump this card off the gloves, and also activates effect to revive back a Phantom Knights. That way that you can bring back your Break Sword, and then you can go into your Requiem by using a Rank Up Magic launch. So what you basically do is that I'll explain the combo after the deck profile, but basically you need this card because one, it's a really good card. It's the Founder Boost actually sometimes is relevant, and also the banishing effect just to give you the extra special summoning is actually very relevant. So the Wings is definitely amazing. Triple Solemn Strike, 1 Warning, and last but not least 1 Vanity's Emptiness to round off our traps. You know what I mean? Like if we go first turn Beatrice, set 2, set Strike, Warning, pass. It's just a very, very strong opening. Side deck is always up to personal preference, but I always like to showcase you guys what's in my side deck to give you guys an idea on what you guys want to play. So double Vanity's Fiend, double D-Bear. This card is really awesome. Going first, especially if you open this card against ABC, called Fusions, and then it's GG no Re. So Dimension Bear, 1 Gamma Seal, because you are already maining the 2 Kamunkus in the main deck. I actually might want to cut this out for the Kamunkus. So 1 Gamma Seal, double Systems Down for the ABC matchup, the 3rd Twin Twister, double Pot of Acquisitiveness, aka Pot of Avidity. The reason why I slide this card is because it's actually really good in this deck. It recycles your Phantom Knights monster from your banished pile back into the deck, and also really works well with Allure Darkness as well. So if your Allure banished the cards that you actually need, you can always Pot of Acquisitiveness back and just draw a card, which is pretty awesome. And the main reason why I side this card is to counter side against my opponent, because it's kind of obvious. Cherries are coming in, and once your opponent cherries your Dante, you basically have no milling engine in the deck. So you want to be able to just use this card to shuffle back your Dantes. That way that your Dantes are live, which is pretty cool. So double Pot of Acquisitiveness. Last but not least, triple Ghost Ogre, Ghost Reaper, and Winter Cherries. Very awesome. Really good card this format right now. Auto win against ABCs. So you of course want to side in the Buster and also the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon to round off our side deck. So triple Dante, still very, very generic. So triple Dante, 1 Beatrice, really good. She's so bae. 1 Dante Pilgrim, okay, because when she dies, you bring this out. And let's go up to rank 3s. Double Break Sword, really relevant. 1 Grand Pulse, double Levier, really good. Special summons, of course, your banished monsters, especially when your banished Phantom Knights to be able to extend your combo plays, which is pretty awesome. 1 F-Zero, and off to our level 4 XYZs. Throughout testing, I felt like I only needed 1 Rebellion, so I do play only 1 Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, 1 number 66 Master Kibido. Sometimes what my problem was throughout testing was that sometimes your opponent will not have a monster because you'll just break sword all their monsters and things like that, and to be able to just activate break sword's effect to revive back 2. So sometimes I want to go into Master Kibido that way that I can always protect my Ophion, and also detaching 1 off Master Kibido's effect is actually really, really relevant. You guys can either play this or Rhapsody, because Rhapsody is able to detach 2, so that way that you can get full advantage of your Phantom Knights monster that was banished, so you can just banish them to activate their effects. But sometimes Dark Rebellion, I want to have more options instead of going into Dark Rebellion all the time when using Break Sword's effect, which is pretty awesome. So you guys are probably wondering, Sam, how do you bring out Ophion? You basically, once you revive back Break Sword, you can activate Launch to overlay Ophion on top of the, what is it called, break sword, and then equip this to the Ophion, which is pretty awesome. So one Ophion is all you needed. Before, I used to play 2 Ophion and 2 Rebellion because I was playing 3 launch, but that version was just a really bad version. But you know, all you need is just 1 Ophion, in my personal opinion. If you're gonna be able to just bring out Ophion already, you're already more than likely just winning that game already. So 1 Ophion, and last but not least, of course, 1 Dark Requiem XYZ Dragon. You guys are probably wondering, Sam, how do you bring this card out as well? You bring this card out by overlaying over, actually, you can actually bring it out by overlaying over any of these cards by using launch once they have no XYZ material. But more than likely, you're just going to bring out Dark Requiem by using Dark Rebellion as XYZ material. So you usually go into, you either go into, when you activate launch, you either go into Ophion over the Phantom Knight and Breaksword, or you can go into Dark Rebellion, attach to target a monster, then you activate launch to target this, to bring out this from the deck. And that's how you bring out Dark Requiem. If you guys don't know what Dark Requiem's effect is, that it says that once per turn, you can attach 1 XYZ material from this card and target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Change his attack to 0, and if you do, this card gains attack to that monster's original attack, which is pretty awesome. And its secondary effect is that it's actually really good. During another player's turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can attach 1 XYZ material from this card, negate the activation. If you do destroy that card, then you can special summon 1 XYZ monster from your graveyard, which is really powerful. So I'll showcase you guys a combo on what you guys can do. Like, this is not really a combo, but you know, some plays on what you guys can do. So you go into this, right? Okay, so this is pretty awesome right here. Standard board. You activate Breaksword's effect. You know, target 1 card, target itself, pop. Okay, which is pretty cool. And now you want to activate, of course, Breaksword's effect to special summon of these 2 back to the field. There's now, since these became level 4, you can overlay these 2 for Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. Okay, now you want to activate Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, attach 2 to make that monster, you know, to gain attack, of course. And let's say in this situation, okay, you have these in your graveyard, and you already have the launch in your hand. Or let's say you just had, so now, okay, so you have these in your graveyard. And yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect situation right here. So you have these in your graveyard. You want to activate Boots' effect, banish Boots, search the rank up magic launch, and now you want to activate Gloves' effect, banish Gloves, to dump, let's say, your wings. Let's say you already use Fog, breaks, what is it called? Fog Blade this turn. So let's say you want to dump your wings. This is when wings actually comes in handy, because most of the time you want to be able to just use your Phantom Knight's graveyard effect as much as possible, so that way that you can just, you know, swarm your board with Phantom Knight monsters. So you want to activate Boots' effect to dump off the wings. Now you want to banish the wings, especially in the break sword. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna activate launch, the Phantom Knight launch on, of course, the break sword right here to special summon the Ophion and attach this to the Ophion. So this is your board right here, and that's only off, what is it? Literally just having these 2 cards right here on top of a break sword, which is pretty awesome. So that's your board right now. So you have an Ophion and a Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon on the field. Or you can do the other thing instead, you know, or you can just go into launch, into this, into a Requiem, whatever you guys are feeling, depending on the situation that you guys are in. And remember, guys, maybe this field you may have a Dante or another Beatrice on the board. This deck is actually really good at just swarming boards by just, you know, putting Dantes and Beatrice on board. But that's just a pretty cool combo that you guys can play. So you know what I mean? Like, instead of like, you know, since the release of launch, Boots was able to search out this card, so that way that you can have a your turn move rather than, as I said before, rather than searching up, of course, the wings or the Fog Blade and just setting it in pass. Now you're able to just you know, extend your combo plays by just searching up rank up magic launch and just basically overlay into Requiem or your Ophion, which is pretty awesome. So this card is actually really fun to play. You guys test this deck out by yourself. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any other different versions, I've seen a lot of, like, you know, hero versions or, like, you know, Lightsworn versions. But if you guys have your own version that you guys want to send me, please link it in the description box below. That'll be absolutely amazing, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys slap the thumbs up button. Let me know what you guys think about the new ranked up magic, you know, the Phantom Knight launch. And this is Sam from Team Sam signing out. Alright, guys, peace.